Traders Brian here with A+ Setups with the trading model of the week. This is what I'm going to call the K-Slama. So the purpose of this video is to show you how I create this template here using these are setups on the short side, setups to the long side. What indicators I use in NinjaTrader 8 to produce this, and of course I use Markers Plus to color code the bars to make the setups pop out. So in the end state, what you'll have is another trading model for you to look at using NT8 indicators to create a really nice trend model that will enable you to exploit trend pullbacks. So this model does the same thing as all the other models that I have, and that is isolate the John Wicks and the jiggles for trend continuation patterns. Alright, let's go ahead and get right into it. And in the end, Markers users will have this template, NT8 users will have the indicator set that, that this pertains to. Pull something over right quick. All right, let's get right into it. So the indicators we're using, of course, with the name is the K-Slama, hence the name K-Slama. So you can see here we have a fast K-Slama and a slow K-Slama. Let me open up the indicator queue right here to see. So 1 and 2. All right. So the first one, the fast one, is set 3:18:30. You can set your plots ever how you want to if you're just using straight NT8. And the slow K-Slama is set at 6:33:30. And again, I have a different plot here to show that. So what we can see is fast below slow, highlights that protrusion right there. I'm looking at the first crosses, fast above slow in this area right here. This is, we'll talk about this a little bit later. Here you can see it stays with this huge pullback, which exceeds 50% of this leg up right here, but it still stays with it. First pullback for some more juice, not much here. Kind of get the picture. You can plot this, play with it, see if you like it. Again, it's just another tool set for NinjaTrader 8. You can use a variety of things in NinjaTrader 8 to create really nice trend models. Nobody has a better trend model than anybody else. The ones you can create for free inside of NT8 are just as effective as those that you pay $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for, that have all kinds of bells and whistles. Still, the end result produces the same thing. All right, so now let's go ahead. We're going to take these a few steps further, and I'm going to make the charts come to life by using Markers Plus. So we have our markers copies. We're copying the fast and the slow. And then here's our conditions. All we want is, we just want to know when fast is above the slow and the close is greater than the open. That's it. That's all we want to know. We want to paint the bars blue. We can do all kinds of things with it, but I just want bar colors here. And same thing here, we want to know when fast is below the slow and the close is less than the open. And there we have. Now we've got our charts popping back into life. So now you can clearly see the setups that pop out on this with colored bars. It's what I love most about Markers Plus. Non-programmer ability to program simple stuff. Alright, so now I don't need the indicators anymore for the K-Slama. It serves no purpose for me whatsoever. So now that I see the setups, now I want to make some qualifiers. So the first thing is, I know I want to try to get first pullback, but one of the things I love using is the 34 or 36 period EMA. Either one's okay. You want to see price pull on first pullback, pull into the 34, the 36. In this case, I'm just going to say 36. That's what I'm using. We want to see the moving average contain it, meaning I don't want to see one of these steps. Each one of these are steps. Steps. Okay, on the bearish moves, I don't want to see one of the lower steps get above the 36. It's still a valid pullback for me on the first pullback. That's what I call the jiggle. First pullback into the 36, and there you go. It's pretty simple. Now we can also throw the 108 on there and say, okay, I want, when the blue bars are active, it's the fast K-Slama above slow. I want to see blue bars pull back into the 36 and first pull back above the 108. And there you go. And the 108 is very helpful because this is my favorite trade. The John Wick right underneath or right above the 108 EMA. Here we have another one. We're closing above John Wick, and we go. Okay, that's the different setup. So here's I mentioned this pullback here in the review for Friday, but here we have a nice move down below, drags the 36 below the 108, but then we get a monster rally back. Change of character, we turn blue, but the 36 never goes above the 108. So I'm waiting again. This is what I call the reset. We come back down, turn back red again, pull back into the 36, we're still below, and then there we go. Okay, so that's really it for this template and setup. There's nothing more complicated that we need to cover here. See, here's an example of one that I would be very leery of, and I would more than likely, because the steps are underneath the 36, we get a change of color on the 108, so I'm kind of leery of that. But if we punch back above and we got a John Wick down that came back in close vicinity of that 108, I would be all over that, back up to the upside. Okay, so the K-Slama, this is it. Very simple. Here's one where the color changed, but the moving average contained it, so I would not be afraid of this one. Move up, nice pullback. You know, if you measure this, somewhere around the 50% level of pullback, and then off we go again. So another good one. Bam. We're scalpers, or I am, so those pullbacks there. I prefer this one to this one. I didn't get a close below the 36. We did here. That's what I want to see right there for the first pullback above the 108 into. And I use this in conjunction with my channel model. So so anyway, there you have it. That's the K-Slama, both NT8 version and Markers Plus version. Hope you enjoyed it. If you can take nuggets away from this to add and incorporate into your trading method, that's what it's all about. Good luck in all your trading. Talk later.